and then you just edit that part out.
How's it going?
Kind of okay, not so much. Well, I might have done something like really bad, really wrong.
And what sort of thing do you... And why do you think that you've done something bad?
Well, there's this girl and this new kid, and she kind of like, you know, got in my way, and I did some stuff, and, you know, I just heard some, like, really, I did something, and then it kind of backfired. Well, not really backfired, but I don't think, like I did something really bad. Well, her name's Jennifer, and, you know how I'm at. I don't think you know this, but I'm the shit at school. Like, I am the end all be all. And you know what? Like, this kid comes in and she starts, like, you know, thinking she's all that, and it's not fair. Like, I worked my ass off to get where I am, and this girl comes in and she acts like she's everything, and, like, you know, she's getting in on my turf.
What do you mean by saying that Jennifer comes in and acts like what?
Well, you know, she's just like, she's not even, like, she's pretty, but she's not, like, you know, she's not gorgeous, but she's, like, I don't know, she just looks at people and, like, you know, they do whatever she says. I had to, like, perfect that. And now, like, she's taking everything away from me. And, you know, like, you can't be that pretty and get away with everything. Like, there has to be something wrong.
So what I'm hearing is ever since Jennifer's came into the picture, you're feeling a little bit threatened by her?
Well, of course. Like, come on, she's trying to take all my friends away. Like, I worked hard to get those people. I worked hard to get them. I worked hard to keep them. Like, you know, being me is not easy, and it's not fair that someone just comes in and tries to take it all away from me. And, like, you know, so, you know, I kind of did some digging. Like, you know, come on. So I went on Facebook, and, you know, I added her and stuff like that, and, you know, she keeps her Facebook pretty clean, but we have a mutual friend. So I asked her, and I'm like, hey, like, and I found my mutual friend with me, knew her from her old school, and I always wondered why she transfers so late. There has to be something, like, you know, some people transfer because, well, I found out what it was, and can't believe how hilarious it is. And, you know, I told everybody, and, you know.
What is it that you found out about Jennifer?
Well, Jennifer is not as goody-goody as everyone thinks she is. She actually got kicked out of her old school for sexting. And, well, you know, like, she's an idiot. She's an idiot. Like, you know, all the stuff we hear on the news today and all that stuff, why would you send naked pictures to people? Like, she sent a naked picture to her ex-boyfriend. Well, they were dating at the time. And then her ex-boyfriend and her broke up, and he went off and sent pictures of her naked everywhere. Like, who does that? We see it all the time. She's an idiot. So, you know, like, my friend might have asked me not to spread it, but, like, it was going to be found out anyway. Like, I don't see why, like, me maybe hitting send a couple times, like, did anything. And so, send the pictures, people.
Could you please tell me to how many people did you send these pictures to?
I don't know, maybe like 20 or 30 people, who then probably sent it to 20 or 30 more people. But, like, I don't care about that. That's not what gets me. Like, I don't care. Like, that's her own problem. She shouldn't have sent those pictures to her boyfriend, first off, because, you know, like I said, we've heard a dozen times, who does that anymore? I don't. Personally, if I had any naked pictures of myself, those things would be deleted faster than you could ever say delete. It wouldn't happen. I'm smart. She's obviously not. But, you know, I don't care how Jennifer feels. I really don't. Like, but, you know, like, she kind of didn't like that I sent those pictures, and, you know, she freaked out. Like, you know, stupid teenage drama freak out.
So what I'm hearing is Jennifer's discovered that you were the person who sent out the pictures to people in the new school?
Well, she didn't so much as discover that it was me, but she discovered the pictures. And she might have had like a small, like, teenage drama freak out like normal girls do, except for me. Not stupid like that.
What do you mean she had a... What do you
Well,
mean when you say that she had a small teenage drama freak?
she kind of like went out and was all like, I'm gonna go kill myself. But she didn't. Like, but she just like, I guess I heard some people that she tried.
Well, Drea, I must admit that this is very serious.
But it wasn't like, they were gonna get it anyway. Like, what, like, for all I know, her boyfriend could have sent them out everywhere. Like, I sent it to like a couple people.
Drea, do you think that it was a good idea to do what you did to Jennifer?
Well, she was trying to take my friends away from me. Like, she's trying to take everything away from me. Like, the attention, the friends, the everything. Like, I don't understand. Like, if I went on someone else's turf like that, I'd expect them to do the same thing to me.
I understand what you're feeling, Drea. However, could you please tell me, how would you feel if, say, Jennifer discovered some photos of you in compromising positions and had those circulating?
She wouldn't find them because I wouldn't let them be out. Simple as that.
Well, let's just say for 2 minutes, could you please put yourself in Jennifer's shoes and imagine how you would feel...
Oh, no, it might be.
Imagine how you would feel if Jennifer discovered photos of you and began to circulate them throughout your school. How would you feel then?
Well, I have thicker skin than Jennifer, so, whatever. Like, might be a bit peeved because, my parents might not appreciate it. But whatever. I don't care what they say. I don't care what I want people I care about. I just don't want her taking my stuff. Like, she can't have my friends. She can't have the attention. She can't have it all. And she's taking it from me, and I don't care who gets in my way. I feel like, I want to say I don't care, but just something like, it's not Jennifer, it's bothering me. I don't want parents to like, I don't know what they'd say about it. I don't care about Jennifer, I don't.
Well, Drea, do you think that what you've done was a good idea?
Well, I don't really know how this is going to turn out with everybody. Like, everyone took it as a good laugh. But now with this drama queen over there doing everything, and like, I know suicide attempts are a big deal, but now everyone's going to come back to me and point fingers at me when it's her own stupid fault for sending those pictures anyway to her boyfriend and getting them out there. Because you know what? If he didn't send them, if I didn't send them, it would have been another person. Because I guarantee you someone dug up dirt on her. Probably even her old boyfriend. But I just don't want, like, it's all going to come back to me now. And then, like, there's going to be a talk, and people are going to come to me and kind of worry about what's going to do to the people around me. How they're going to look at me, like the chick who drove the one to suicide or something like that. I don't, like, I worked hard to get these friends and I worked hard to get this attention, and I don't want to lose it because of a stupid broad got in my way.
Well, had you ever thought of approaching Jennifer and talking to her about your feelings or trying to befriend her?
Well, I did, but she doesn't fall in line like the others.
Sorry?
She didn't fall in line like the others. Like, like she didn't just, she has a mind of her own. And I'm not saying my friends don't have a mind, because my friends are my friends. Like, I love them to death, I'd do anything for them. But, like, she tries to be, like, alpha female, and that's not how this goes. You have to work your butt off to get where I am, and she hasn't, and I'm not letting that happen. And now she's going to play the suicide card and get everything. Probably, she's probably got her parents in her hand, too. She's probably got her mom and dad with, oh my God, poor girl. And you know what? They're going to completely neglect the whole fact that she's the one who sent all the pictures. She's the one who let the pictures be taken first off. And her parents are just going to be like, Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. You know what? If my parents found that out, they'd tan my ass. That's not fair.
All right, let's watch the language in here. Drea, could you please tell me, how would you feel if you discovered that Jennifer killed herself tomorrow? How would you feel then?
I'm kind of surprised she did it. Because, you know, you always hear people talk about it, but you never hear people do it. I think I'd be pissed, because then, you know what? There goes the thing I worked for. Because somebody who couldn't take it. And I don't know. I want to say that I feel sorry for her, but if something like that is what gets you, there's something wrong with you. I don't think it's fair.
Okay, Drea, well, I'd like to thank you for coming forth about this.
I don't want. Can we, like, not tell my parents?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to discuss this with your parents. Okay, you can go back to your group now.